Stars. I am here with Hafeni. We will definitely bring you this live match here at the UNAM Stadium. We are live on NBC2 as well as NBC YouTube channels. I am Donald Borosing Tuaro. Pudi, what's on? As you can see there, the referee is lining up as well. Pietra Zamutenya, the man in the middle there, that will be in charge, of course, of this match. We have Joel Paulina as assistant referee number 1, assistant referee number 2, that is first as Shivolo. We have the fourth official, Erastus Tapopi, as well as the general coordinator, Mervin K. Risep, as well as the assessor, that is Jackson Pavada. I mean, another big one here in the Namibian Premier Football League, Hafeni.
Wow. This is two of the most tactically advanced teams. So we are expecting to see a very, very, very good game. Exciting, attacking, technical, savvy gameplay that will see be on display today.
And I can tell you already now that on paper, in terms of defense now, we have seen that UNAM only conceded 3 goals so far, meaning that the goalkeeper there of UNAM FC being the best so far in this Premier League, Hafeni.
Yes, very much. He's, for a guy of his size, you wouldn't really think that he would be, you know, one of the leading contenders of goalkeeper of the season already, but he has shown his value and his worth. But at the same time, they are also not the highest goal-scoring team. So hopefully they can kick on their campaign and score more goals than what they've done already so far.
And that, I mean, talking of more goals scored here, obviously, that is Mighty Gunners that has scored 18 goals so far in this season, followed by African Stars with 2 goals. And, of course, UNAM FC with 9 goals. But then in terms of the defense, they're emphasizing on Owen Garizep. I mean, UNAM FC is the first team for him, for this young lad here, I mean, to play in the Premier League.
Yes,
this is the first team that he's playing for.
Yes, I mean, it just follows the trends of having a lot of youth players surrounding the UNAM setup. And you can see that Coach Robert Nausep really, really believes in the young talent. And it also helps that his peers are young and they can also teach him the rope and he can relate further. So I'm glad that he's having a fantastic season so far and they're gelling so well together as a unit.
And for now, Robert Nausep has sent some of the clever boys here. Perhaps one should say they are astronauts. They have gone into space to check if they can bring the stars perhaps nearer to this earth, because they are, you know, the team that is occupying 2nd position in the league.
Well, I can't even follow that one. So
you can't even follow that one, yeah, you might not follow it. And it is game on for now, as these two teams is looking at, you know, claiming 3 points here. Which of the two teams will get away with the 3 points this afternoon? As African Stars is currently occupying 2nd position here on the log standings, with UNAM taking the 3rd position. So it's a matter of position 2 and number 3 battling out here at the UNAM Stadium.
Yes, it's a very, very exciting contest, knowing that there's a little margin between the two teams in terms of points. African Stars are willing to do anything to reclaim their top spot, while UNAM are trying to make a statement and, you know, break into that top 2 or 1st place position.
Talking of goal scoring here, though African Stars have scored 12 goals so far, none of their strikers here, or any player for that matter, has scored more than 3 goals here in this league. Imagine, none of the players here from these two teams have scored more than 3. I mean, goals and above.
Yeah, it's also a situation where you can now expect goals coming from anywhere. and it sets up this game very well because it's not going to be a predictable goal scorer, but it makes it very difficult for each team to scout who are the danger men, who are the danger people around these areas. So it's going to be interesting to see how both teams come up and figure each other out.
Yes, an African Stars here with their coach, Bob Mafoso. So you can see there, the young player there, playing it back there to the goalkeeper. And Bob Mafoso so far sending out Ratanda Baduvara, as well as Motweneng there at number 25. That is the left back, with the trusted Charles Hambira marshalling that defense.
Very experienced backline at the end of the day, and you know that's a backline that will get the job done for you. And they've won titles before, especially with Charles Hambira, giving that experience that African Stars need to have a solid backline. And
we also have Bajio Nashihwa Penda Mungudi in the midfield of African Stars. Tabang Malane, the evergreen young man there, coming from the right-hand side of African Stars. Godwin Asap as well, Turipame Mbongora, as well as Jackson Eliakim. That completes the first 11 of African Stars. And on the other hand, UNAM FC has got their trusted captain here in Paulus Ileni Amutenya. That is the captain. We have Owen Lulu. Look at that, could be another dangerous one. Oh! In the first 3 minutes of this match here, UNAM FC getting a goal there. Look at those celebrations. Wow!
It's crazy. You were just speaking about Paulus right now, and the moment you spoke about him, he dispossessed the ball. He literally laid it on the plate. Fantastic goal. I mean, it's exactly what we needed.
Wow, exciting stuff here, Afeni. UNAM FC currently leading now against African Stars. Perhaps too early, but I mean, they would say thank you, isn't it?
Nesta Iyambo.
Is that Nesta Iyambo? Let's have a look at that.
Dispossessed there by Paulus, and he takes on one, shows him, he gives him the dummy, lays it off on the plate, and Nesta Iyambo was never gonna miss that chance.
Nesta Iyambo, the number 10. I mean, well positioned, isn't it? Look at that. Good cross, picking up Iyambo there. That is Amutenya.
Yes, it speaks all to the identity of UNAM FC, how they use each other. I mean, you know, any other person would try to make it or take a shot from that tight angle, but Paulus had the wherewithal to see that Nesta Iyambo was at the back post, and you know, it's a typical goal for UNAM to score.
As we wait for African Stars to perhaps respond here. And how are they just going to respond? And that is Penda Mugudi trying to play it forward there. Couldn't get his teammate. Look at that. That Paulus Amutenya, the captain, has got some bad intentions today.
I spoke to him yesterday, and
what did he say?
He looked very relaxed, man. And I'm like, how are you looking this relaxed? You're playing against the champions. And he's like, listen, we are prepared.
Oh, yeah. And he really came prepared. Seems to have woken up very good this morning. And really, it is for African Stars here to give a good response, and that is Elemu Chabala. I think he is the assistant referee to Bob Mafaso, as well as Pito Makaya.
Not exactly what Stars were looking for at this, 5 minutes played, and you're already conceding one goal against a team that doesn't concede goals. It's not what you want to do.
The defense of UNAM FC has proven to be very good. Are they going to concede their 4th goal here in the season against the defending champions? we wait and see. And now, African Stars, Vedemba, rather, Baggio. Godwin Isep locating Vedemba there. Vedemba failing on that one, and instead getting a corner kick there for African Stars.
It's a chance for African Stars now, via a set piece, to try and get themselves back into this game.
Another chance here for African Stars with their young man here, Godwin Isep. There he is. Is he going to whip that one in? Yes. Look at that one. Well defended there by the UNAM FC defense. And so far the coach that has been on his feet here is Chabala Helemu.
Not the greatest of corners there. You have an opportunity to deliver. You send your best headers on the ball in the box, and you can't even beat the first man.
Look at that, nicely played there by UNAM FC. I think their passes so far are working for them, but then another chance here for African Stars. Look at that. Playing it there from the left-hand side in Jackson Eliakim. Perhaps failing that one to Ripamwe. Another foul there committed by African Stars. Foul going to, is that a yellow card? Yes, it is a yellow card.
So early, not really what you wanted to have this early into the game.
Another yellow card there to African Stars. One would say things are not really going good for the Stars here, or Stalile, Okatherandu. For those that are watching, die-hard supporters of African Stars, I know they have a lot to say for now.
One thing you should know about African Stars is that a goal down doesn't faze them. They will come back somehow, some way, and they will try to figure out a plan. But right now, the team that is on top and that's winning right now is UNAM FC. And you know that saying, you're at the most vulnerable once it's scored. Hopefully, you know, the coaches of UNAM can now get these young boys very composed, because it's very easy to get lost in the euphoria of scoring a goal.
And we have, that is Nesta Iyambo, the goal scorer. We also have Ekanjo Simon Iyambo. Look at that. Could be another opportunity here. Cross coming in. And another one opportunity here for UNAM FC. Well defended there. And Asap now launching forward. And just up until the goalkeeper there, that is Owen Garisep. The young man has been outstanding throughout. Imagine playing 11 matches, only conceding 3 goals. That says a lot about your defense as well.
Very strong defense.
Individually as a goalkeeper as well.
Exactly. I mean, there are some saves throughout the season that you would probably think it's, you know, it's a definite goal. And a guy of that stature is not supposed to be making or be flying that high into the goalpost, but he's making these tremendous saves and always keeping his team in the games. And the level of confidence he provides his back line, because he's very good with the ball at his feet as well.
I just saw a shot of the spectators here, the supporters that are here. Not normally what we are used to, especially when African Stars is playing.
Exactly.
They are not here in numbers, I should say.
Probably still coming in.
Most probably. Regardless that the game is on here. That is Kauvi here on the left-hand side, or rather left back. Look at that 1-2 play from UNAM FC. could be another tackle, dangerous one here, but no. Referee sees nothing wrong with that one. Sees nothing wrong, really.
UNAM FC is just, controlling possession right now. This is what African Stars usually do to other teams. They're not used to this happening to them as well.
That part of the pitch, they're not really impressive, isn't it? With those holes and patches. And I think players that would be playing in that positions, they would have a problem with controlling the balls. And there they are, the spectators, as you have seen momentarily there on your screen.
Yes, yes, yes.
And now, African Stars trying to build up there from behind. Really struggling to find teammates. Now the long one there for ASAP. Really having difficulties there. Look at that. Is that the goal scorer? Trying to get through two players. And for now, that could be another opportunity here for African Stars. What can they do? Claiming a penalty, perhaps. Referee not interested. And it is a throw in there. Look at them. Not impressed, isn't it? Not impressive.
But they've done well to get back into the game. You can see they're trying to get those chances the typical African Stars way, where they have to play through their identity only. And they will create chances in this game, and I don't think they are phased yet, and they know already there's still almost around about 70 minutes to play in this game, so a chance will come.
And really, African Stars are still trying to get that rhythm. As you can see there, Turipamwe Mbongoro. Another Bongora Turipamwe. The man that is playing up front there will be looking at perhaps getting one goal there for the team. Is that a push? The referee is not interested, but then African Stars picking it up there with Baju Nashihwa. And off goes the whistle. I mean, almost just less than 15 minutes played here. And so far, UNAM being the better team here against the defending champions.
Yes, it's a very good start, and it's exactly what Coach Robert Nausep would want. Nobody predicted that they will score in 4 minutes. Maybe he knew, but it's good to see the clever boys playing so confident against the champions.
Against the champions, clever boys sent by Robert Nausep, former player of Kaizer Chiefs in South Africa. Can see those ones there, very unhappy. As I have said, they will have a lot to say.
It's very hard to tell who is supporting who. They're both wearing red here. So we don't know if they're UNAM fans or African Stars fans. We just know that there are people angry on the screen.
Yeah. Not happy with what is obviously unfolding here. Get that. Playing it backwards there is UNAM really controlling this match here in terms of connecting those passes. So you can see there, Kauvi. Look at Kauvi passing through there. And really trying, look at that. Players are perhaps stepping on each other there, and Paulo Zamutenya. I mean, they would obviously get a bit frustrated there in the defense of African Stars.
Yes.
Trying to play it from behind there. And have Bajio Nashirwa. Ratanda. Bajio again here. Look at that, easily given away. I mean, as if they lack some concentration in the middle of the park there. Easily dispossessed, isn't it?
They are really struggling with this high UNAM press. It's a very fit UNAM team, young boys. Well, their knees work. So African Stars is finding it very difficult to break this team down. It's very, very stubborn. And as you said, they conceded the least amount of, or a minimum amount of goals, which is 3 in the entire season so far. And you know it's very hard to crack down this spirited African Stars team, UNAM team.
And now, Bajio bring it there to Vithemba. And it is a foul going against African Stars. As you can see there, the player in pain, helped by the opponent there to get up and run. And that is Kauvi, the young man that have shown skills. Not so sure as to what is going on the field. Oh yeah, there is Paulo Samutenya, the captain, receiving some medical attention. They're not sure as to what exactly happened there.
Yeah, they definitely need to send all 5 of their medical staff there, because that's a player that you do not want to lose at this point of time. Make sure he's fine. That's what Coach Robert Nauseb is probably saying.
And there is the star, the young goalkeeper in Owen Garizep. He has never played for any other Premier League team. UNAM FC is the first. Having a chat there with his teammate in Alex Mubango. And now Chabala talking there to Godwin Aesop, making use of this opportunity here to dish some instructions here to the players. And that is Mubango playing it back there to the goalkeeper Owen Garizep. Playing it very easy, UNAM, that is from the back. Look at that. Losing on that one. African Stars in possession now. That Tabang Malani. Tabang Malani from Lesotho has been a formidable player here for African Stars.
Maybe probably one of the best signings they had in the past 3-4 seasons already. Ever consistent, always running, very skillful, very versatile. I mean, we were introduced to him as a right back, but we didn't know that that was not even his final form. He could play in the midfield, he could play right wing, he could play left wing. He's one of those players that every coach would want to coach at the end of the day. And we're just, I'm glad, and I'm sure you share the same sentiment, that we've gotten to witness such a very, very good player come to our country.
Yeah, from Lesotho. Ow! It was nearly a big mistake there from the defense of African Stars. Imagine.
They're not looking like themselves today.
And now, playing it from the back here, or rather African Stars in possession again. They are not that confident at the back. Not so sure as to what happened there. It would be interesting to see. Well, UNAM FC in possession, really playing it cool and calm, isn't it? Look at that. Spaces are there. If you look at those 3 players there on your screen, being opened, not covered by any player of African Stars. No pressure at all.
No pressure whatsoever. They need to get a stranglehold of this game, African Stars. They are losing the battle. Yes, they look good in possession, but nothing tangible coming out of that possession that they have.
Look at that. Easily given away there. Could be another deadly one. No, rather playing it back, and it's a foul here. It's a foul.
They're trying to force those turnovers of UNAM here. Trying to press them very, very high up and try to have small integrate passes around the box. And yeah, it's one of their weak points, converting these chances, because they don't really score that many goals.
There is Tabang Malani. Wanawakwa Maseru. Look at that. The earlier mistake, a back pass there, goalkeeper Ratanda really failing to control that one, and it was really one of those mistakes, you know. Very
fortunate, eh? Very, very fortunate.
And there we have it, score confirmation. UNAM FC 1, African Stars 0. The goal there by Iyambo Nesta. As you can see there, really playing it very good. It was nearly a big mistake there by Ratanda. Well defended there by the defense of African Stars, now trying to play it forward there. Cannot just, all right, making 2 nice passes there, but then other than that, really, it has been a struggle to string those passes, isn't it? And another foul there for UNAM FC.
I'm sure he will be the most foul player in this game, Paulo Samutenya.
Paulo Samutenya. He has gone at least twice. He has gone down twice at least. Look at that. Vision, playing open spaces, no pressure at all. Look at that. Another player receiving that ball so easily. Look at that. Is that an offside? No! Could be another opportunity here. Oh my word! What is this player doing here? Trying to take a shot, but then Paulo Samutenya. This time around, perhaps too much time is there. Taking too long to take that shot, and unfortunately couldn't really connect well with that one, and a good pass to the goalkeeper. Look at the bench of African Stars. Nice interplay there between those players.
Yes, Denzel Narib had the ball and he should have taken the shot, but it fell to Paules now. Obviously dancing feet, and obviously the moment you take too many touches or too much time in front of the box, African Stars will recover.
Look at that, running into those spaces again here. Could be another opportunity. Is that a foul? Yes, says the referee. Another free kick in a good position here for UNAM FC.
Yes, Paulus, the other Paulus, Paulus Gideon.
Paulus Gideon.
Yes, been also terrorizing on that right wing. Yes, and he's really doing a fantastic job. You know, occupying the wide areas, stretching the African Stars defense as well. And if I'm Robert Nausep, I'm a bit upset that we're not even 2-0 up at this point of time.
Exactly. And Ronaldo Bishita Jambi Kauvi. Bishita Jambi Kauvi taking that one. Young man here. Look at that goal! Is that the back post, or did he hit the post?
It hit the back post.
I mean, it was close, isn't it?
Yes.
And I don't think the goalkeeper could have made anything to that one.
He was rooted.
Had it been on target.
Yeah, he was rooted on the ground, eh?
Yeah.
And he probably thought, like what we were all thinking, it's probably going to be a delivery inside, and he went for goal. Very much a few inches below, and that would have been 2-0 for UNAM.
And I should say, you know, that angle, watching that ball coming, whoever that camera man is or woman is, really was the best, one of the best angles that I have seen in a long time, really. But yes.
It's NBC for you, eh?
That's NBC for you.
Yeah, we'll
Remember, we are live, yes?
We'll give you all the angles you want.
Now, African Stars here trying to take a shot. Will he? Unfortunately being blocked. And trying to run forward here. Is that a foul? The referee says advantage. And African Stars really, Charles Ambira, as if he's lining up to take that one. What does the referee say? Another another free kick here for African Stars. Much better here from African Stars, isn't it?
Yes, slowly trying to get back into this game, African Stars. And here's another opportunity for them to get the ball into the box, which has been so very rare so far in the first 27 minutes.
And look at that one, African Stars! Oh! Couldn't really get that one on target. And they will look back at that one and say, we should have made something out of that one.
It was a nice delivery from Tebang Malani to the back post and found Charles Ambira, who cleverly laid it on the plate for his teammate and just couldn't convert that chance.
And those crosses from Tebang Malani, perhaps the first one, hence we have praised him so much that he can whip them in. This is the first one. Would have to do much better than this.
Yes.
There he is. Ngwanwakwa Maseru. African Stars, Charles Ambira from the back here. Trying to press a bit higher here. Well played by African Stars. Is that a foul? The referee not really interested. And now the goal scorer here trying to push up with that one. Look at those concerned. Look at that angle. Look at that angle. Look at that one. Look at that one. Oh!
Goalkeeper was rooted. He rooted. He thought it was going over, but yeah, it looked like it was going to dip into the last minute, and here they come again.
Look at it! Oh, another opportunity! Oh! Could that be the second goal? What a tackle there! Charles Ambira! Oh, my word! Experience. However, disappointing here from the young man there from UNAM FC. And credit goes there to Charles Ambira.
What a run.
Tackle.
Brilliant play by UNAM. And I think he was a bit selfish there because he could have laid it off for his teammate. But Charles Ambira, man.
Oh, that tackle. A vital one for that
Very vital. And you know, a lot of people have been giving him stick lately about the performances, but he just reminded you why he's the real deal.
Yeah. Charles, my Charles. Really giving that good tackle. Mokaupere. There he is, Charles Ambira. I know for the elders that would be watching here, especially those that follows African Stars, they would say, "Well, Rikana, Charles, Rikana, Mwachiwanje, Ndangito." That is what, yeah, that is what they would say in Oshiherero, at least. That part of the language I understand.
Exactly. Need to touch up on my hair.
Yeah. Kaketa. Now. And that is another one here. Another throw in here for Africans. I mean for UNAM FC with Ishita Jambi Kauvi. really young man here. Has been somehow impressive as well.
That first goal is kind of forcing African Stars to come out, and that's why you see the spaces behind. UNAM are trying to exploit it.
Another defense there by UNAM FC. These are the chicken boys, but I don't see them with any chicken, meaning they are not here for anyone. If they have the chicken, then we know they are there for the Brave Warriors, isn't it?
Yes. Very neutral today.
They are very neutral.
Very neutral today.
Not even with the colors of any of the two teams here.
It will be interesting to find out who they are actually supporting today.
Yeah, we need to ask them as to who they are. I mean, who they are here for. Oh, look at that back pass there. Not well orchestrated. Look at Kauvi being fouled. Look at those open stands. They are not really here, isn't it? I mean, from the side of UNAM FC as well as African Stars, talking in terms of spectators, they are not here.
They are not here.
Probably watching.
Usually the clever boys, they pull in a crowd. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened today. Maybe there's an event coming out somewhere else. I don't know. Or maybe they're still coming in.
Overheard one player saying they are not here because they are afraid of having to witness their team losing for the first time against African Stars in this season.
Fair
Not
enough.
so funny,
Fair enough. Oh, yes.
And talking of, you know, a team that hasn't lost in the Premier League here is UNAM FC. They have never lost in this season. So far, they have won 6 matches, drew 3. No. They have won 4 matches, drew 7. That is a lot. And then
it's a lot of draws.
Losing none here.
That's a lot of draws. Imagine converting all those draws into wins.
Imagine.
Where they would have been. It's a snapshot there by Godwin Asap.
Yeah.
Not really troubling the goalkeeper.
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh yes, UNAM is closed, the institution. That's why there's no supporters here. Like people on holiday.
Their supporters went home for the holidays. But would you you telling me that most of their supporters are actually students from UNAM?
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, makes sense. And now another foul here for African Stars. Another opportunity to play it forward. Another opportunity here for them to play the ball forward and perhaps press a bit higher. As Owen Garisep marshals his defense there, giving some instructions. And we have Penda Mungudi taking that free kick. Look at that, goalkeeper coming up! Oh, missing that one! It's a goal! Goalkeeper! A blind of that matter here for Owen Garisep. After doing so well, and Bajio Nashihwa getting that one to the back of the net. I mean, Papa Sa is very happy and relieved.
Not the goal you want to concede. It was not really the best of deliveries into the box. Very easy to deal with, but goalkeeper misjudged it, and Baggio was never going to look back at that opportunity. Fantastic finish there. But, you know, very, very disappointing if you're a UNAM player to concede a goal like that.
Especially the goalkeeper that was praised so much coming into this match here. But, well, mistakes are there, and this is one of them. And he has now conceded only 4 goals that is Owen Garizel. I mean, he should have done much better. That was an easy one.
Yeah, I think it's complacency. And remember, he's a young boy, so all of these boys will be making mistakes, and it's just unfortunate that his mistake came now.
Yes, especially against African Stars. And now, how is UNAM FC going to respond? Is African Stars going to push up one gear more? And there, ASAP. And now African Stars coming forward here. Will that cross come in? No.
It's crazy what a goal can do, eh? Give you that confidence.
Yes. And I think UNAM FC went to sleep a bit there, and they were punished. African Stars could perhaps take the lead with this corner kick here.
I mean, for 35, 34 minutes, UNAM were the best team on the pitch.
Yeah.
African Stars barely even created a chance, and one was just handed to them. And, you know.
Yeah, they utilized on that one.
Yes.
And now, Tabang Malani, mwana wa kwa Maseru, taking that one. Like the way how Tabang is whipping in those crosses.
Exactly.
I mean, if he can get a few more of those, we could see really, you know, we could see him putting the defense of UNAM FC under pressure.
Yeah, the likes of Bangura, eh?
And another throw in here taken by Vedemba. Vedemba taking that long throw in. Headers coming in there, not out of danger here. Look at that, what does the referee says? It is a foul rather here to UNAM FC.
Bit of a reckless challenge there here in the box. Now you can hear the African Stars vuvuzelas.
Yeah, ne?
Yeah, now loud and proud here in the stadium. You couldn't hear it a few minutes ago, but now you can hear it playing to the tune of Star Stay Star.
Yeah, and it perhaps was forgotten at home, and you know, somebody was sent to bring it, and it only arrived now.
Yeah, how convenient, eh?
Yeah, and Stalile there from the back. And now Stalile at least trying to relax, and players finding some spaces, as you can see there.
It's an experienced Charles Ambera there, holding it down in the defense with the goal kicker, Baggio.
And another throw in there for Vedemba. Vedemba with that cross, not out of danger. What can African Stars do with this one? Lining up for a shot! And goalkeeper well positioned. Goalkeeper well positioned and easily collecting that one. Now.
He definitely was not going to be beaten by a shot like that.
Yeah, but I mean, that's much better from African Stars, isn't it? We haven't seen them, you know, shooting from far. And now, score confirmation there. UNAM 1, African Stars 1, with Najirwa equalizing there for African Stars this afternoon. And there is a player there that is down, receiving medical attention.
It looked like there was a collision between the two African Stars players.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
There they go. Here he goes. He carries the ball. It's a good tackle there, and they collided. So it's a flailing arm that just connected to his own player, and I don't think the African Stars player saw that. They just thought there was probably a foul from a UNAM player. As you can see, Coach Agnes is not happy.
Coach Agnes is not happy, but should be somehow relieved by that goal of Najirwa.
I hear the big bosses are here of African Stars, so they...
Who are the big bosses?
Yeah,
Yeah, as you can see that Robert knows up, being the vocal coach for now. So you can see there's, I mean, showing some 3 fingers from a Kaiser Chiefs player.
He's not impressed at all.
He is not. There they are, the top 2 coaches in Bob Mafoso and Chabala. Agnes Elemu.
His signature style of wearing the cap, eh?
Yeah, ne?
Yeah.
Look at that hat.
The color of the hat will change, but the style won't.
Yeah.
Here you go with the Paulus. This is the first goal, and you can see shimmy, and he beats his man nicely, puts it on the plate for Nestor Iyambo. Fantastic UNAM goal. It's a typical UNAM goal. Shouldn't be surprised, but it's a very, very good goal that put them in the lead.
Yes.
It was good work from Paulus and Matenya at the beginning for dispossessing, and it was part of that high press of UNAM that they are accustomed to, and African Stars were just not accustomed to it. Here's the goal of African Stars. Deep delivery, just misjudged. Probably the sun in the eyes of the goalkeeper, we don't know. But he really mistimes that ball, and Baggio was never ever going to miss that opportunity. Fell nicely to him, very composed in the box, on the half volley. Fantastic goal, it's 1-1.
Yeah, as FIFA play rules will apply here. Referee will bounce the ball, and that player is expected to play it deep in the half of UNAM FC. And now Owen Garisap.
Looks like that was Masol Papama there.
Yeah. Now, UNAM FC, look at those interplay changes, really. Is that a pull there by the goal scorer? That is Iyambo.
Very unnecessary. They had an opportunity to dispossess him again, and committed a very, very unnecessary foul.
We have Siririka as well here on this pitch. Lining up for one here. Oh, just going wide. And it will be a goal kick here for African Stars. The young man is very confident, isn't it?
Yes.
Taking it from out of the box here. Look at that shot there.
Good shot.
Could have deflected even.
Yes. Good shot,
Then,
good shot.
Yeah.
And goalkeeper did not expect it, because usually if you're playing against a UNAM team, they don't take shots from outside of the box.
Yeah.
And here he is trying his luck.
And now, look at that, Tabang Malani. Oh, what a good play there. Unfortunately, couldn't go forward again, and that is Siririka. And we have hit the 45-minute mark here, and with 2 minutes of additional time. 2 minutes added here. And it is still 1-1. UNAM 1. African Stars 1. Look at that mistake again there. Is that a free kick again? Look at that. What is that? Another yellow card there.
Is that for Garuka?
That is for the number 18 here. And Charles there, the captain, trying to have a word with the referee there, but couldn't change his mind here. And that's a yellow card. Look at that.
Oh, is that the yellow card for Charles, or? I think they were complaining that there was a player, the exact same player was on the floor, looking for assistance while the ball was out, and the referee didn't stop the game and allowed UNAM to continue. And they felt a bit hard done by.
Yeah, well, they should be careful. Shouldn't retaliate in that way. It can cause you, as they have considered a free kick now. That is African Stars. Sometimes players need to just cool down and think a bit, you know, because if you go retaliate, it might work against you.
Exactly.
And I mean, we have seen so many situations where rightfully your teammate has been fouled, and then you coming to retaliate, and then it goes. I mean, then it goes against you. There we have Pietro Samutenya. That is the referee, the man in charge of this match here. Another free kick taken by Yambo. Can he make out of that one? The wall has done its job. Another one, yeah! Oh, free header there for Paulo Samutenya.
Free header. Not much he could have done in that instant.
Yeah.
He had to generate a lot of power himself, and it was right on target again.
There we have it. It is it halftime already? Not yet. Not yet. And the player there was hit by the ball on the head, and the referee perhaps decided to stop play first and attend to this player.
I think he's the one who blocked the shot in the wall. Yeah, in the first place. And he looks a bit dazed.
There it is. And it is halftime. As the referee says, it is enough for this half. Let's rather go to the changing rooms and take some final instructions. And there you have it, the score confirmation. UNAM FC 1, African Stars 1, and it is halftime. Your take on the first half, Hafeni?
Yeah, no, it was a very good first half. Started like a house on fire from UNAM. They scored a very, very early goal, so African Stars had to dig deep, but they were struggling to get back into the game. And, you know, with the fortune of the mistake from the goalkeeper of UNAM, African Stars equalized, and we're back to level pegging at halftime.
And that was the story of the first half here, as we bring you the highlights of the first half here. The two teams are still remaining on the soccer field here. Still remains not so sure as to what is being discussed there. But then let's come back to the first half highlights. As you can see there, the players really, as you can see there, the players are coming out and lining up, greeting each other, including the referees. I mean, that's, you know, the normalities. And Charles Ambira with that long one, showing his intention. Look at that, African Stars really threatening in that first half, but then what a tackle there. Very clean one, isn't it? And that is the mistake that was done there by the defense. And Paulo Samutenya just picking up Yambo there. And what a brilliant goal there from UNAM FC.
Yes.
Look at that mistake again, yes?
Yes, another mistake there. Very, very complacent from the goalkeeper, but fortunately enough, they were not punished. As you can see, another chance, Paulus dispossessed here. And Denzel Narib had a chance to score, didn't take the shot, came to Paulus again, took too long, and African Stars recovered right on time.
Recovered right on time. Look at that free kick there. That's my favorite part of the first half. Look at that, hitting the crossbar there. Really good free kick there.
Very, very good free kick, yes.
And I can bet you that the goalkeeper was actually beaten.
He was beaten. But fortunately enough, it was not in the back of the net for African Stars. And there's the cross from Tabang Malani to the back post for Charles Ambira. And Garuka just couldn't convert that chance after smart play. Here's another chance for African Stars where there was a little bit of selfishness at the end of the day. Could have laid it off for Denzel Narib to roll it into the back of the net, but took the shot. Goalkeeper saved it, And fantastic tackle from Charles Ambira. Here's the goal.
Oh.
Very, very mistimed by the goalkeeper, and the ball fell so kindly for Bajo Nashikwa to, you know, get African Stars back into the game. They make it 1-1.
The timing. One wonders. Look at that timing from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he instantly knew his mistake.
Yeah. And another shot there from African Stars, and the goalkeeper was well positioned.
Yes, not really one that would really disturb the goalkeeper, but a shot on target at the end of the day for African Stars.
Look at Kauvi coming through there, and that's the clash there between the African Stars players. And referee had to stop just to, you know, check if those players were okay. Look at that shot, another one there from the young player there, and it went wide. Look at that, Ishibobo.
Some super disky here. Here's this chance from Paulo Samatenia. Really, really difficult because he had to generate power.
Yes. And
still he get it on target, and he got one right, but unfortunate, it was not a goal for them.
All right, that was the story there for the first half. As we await for the second half, we will be back shortly. As you can see there, the statistics for attempts for both teams on target there is African Stars. I mean, UNAM FC with 3 goals on target. I mean, compared to the 2 of African Stars, 10 fouls to 9. It's pretty even there. And so far, 2 yellow cards there for African Stars, offsides none, and corners 2 there for African Stars. Ball possession 50-50, Stephen even.
Yes, very much, and I would be very happy actually with the stats if I was a UNAM player.
Yeah.
But I mean, as an African Stars player, because it was not really the best half for them.
All right, let's quickly go for a commercial break. We will be back for the second half. Till then. Welcome back to the second half of this match here. It is UNAM FC versus African Stars. It is 1-1 after, the first half here. We had the goal scorer there, Nestor Yamba, scoring there for UNAM FC in the first half, and then Bajo Nashirwa equalizing for African Stars as it is 1-1. And the second half is underway. Hafeni, it is the second half. Where do you see this one going? Perhaps your take on the second half that is coming now?
Yeah, no, it's going to be a good second half. The teams are now they found how each other work, and you'll see more chances created in the second half now.
We'll see more chances created in the second half. Let's hope for that, to see really beautiful football here. But then, for now, you can see that UNAM have started to where they left off with those interplay between, those players. Perhaps a little bit under pressure there. African Stars trying to clear and going out for a goal, rather throw-in.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult for Stars, because now UNAM have a rest, and they can now revert back to their default, which is a high press. I think ideally it's going to come down to who has the strongest bench at the end of the day.
Yeah. Still waiting to see as to what changes are the two coaches going to make. Who are those players that will come and make a change into this match? You can see another foul there. The referee says yes, it is a foul.
It's getting physical out there.
It's getting very physical indeed. And could see there Nozep being fouled earlier. And that is Giovanni Berlin Tanitani Nozep. Not so sure as to how he is related to the coach Nozep himself. Still have to find out, and perhaps find out if the Nozep family is somehow aligned with the UNAM FC team here. Remember, we had the son of Robert Nozep playing for UNAM FC, and now another Nozep here, coming in again here for UNAM FC. So the Nozeps are all heading to UNAM FC, it seems.
They're the clever boys, man.
Yeah,
clever signings.
Clever signings, clever boys. As you can see there, the number 24, that is Gideon Paulus.
They have a tendency of every time African Stars has a delivery, they're looking for Charles Ambira.
Yeah. And it is a corner instead here. Tabang Malani. Musimani wakwadi tabeng. Tsa Lesotho.
Just now it's going to be a special delivery here. Up.
See there.
Very, very careful.
Look at those two players there. That's so sure as to what happened, but they would do anything to get a penalty, isn't it? Players in that kind of situations. Any touch would go down, and then look at that! Charles Ambira really coming forward there, but unfortunately couldn't really connect. Be disappointed by himself. Look at that. Or perhaps not of one of those best deliveries.
Yes.
From Tabang Malani.
But it did fall to Charles Ambira, and it's just unfortunate that the chance was not taken at the end of the day.
That clash was a perhaps a bit dangerous one, as I have heard that sound from where I am seated here. Okay, luckily he is up and running, as we have Nozep. That's the Nozep we are talking about, the number 22 of UNAM FC. Not so sure as to how he is related to the coach Robert Nozep. Now defending there from the back is Motwening, the number 25.
It's a bit reckless here by UNAM, not looking as sharp as they were in the first half or in the first few minutes of the first half.
And you see there, Godwin Asep giving that ball to his teammate. Another long one there for African Stars, really making good passes there, but then unfortunately losing it cheaply again. Now look at that, another counter here. Could be a possible opportunity here for UNAM FC. Oh, disappointing really. Very disappointing, isn't it?
Yeah, not really the cross that he wanted, but a little bit of confidence running on the left side of UNAM FC there.
Now Charles Ambira, a little bit up under pressure there, giving it away as well. Kauvi, big clearance. Clearing there from under pressure, that is the young man in Mubango. Mubango again there from the back, playing with the goalkeeper. Those 1-2s really working for UNAM FC, isn't it? Look at that, very good play. What will they do? I'll make of that. Charles Ambira coming to the rescue of the defense of African Stars. I mean, that is why he is on this soccer field, rather soccer pitch today.
Good combination between the two Pauluses on the right wing. Hopefully that can continue and they can, you know, create more chances from that combination as well.
And only one man there that is really tasked to break those 1-2 combinations in Charles Ambira as the last man.
Looks like there will be a substitution. Doesn't look like Karuka can continue. Well, they're lining up for that substitution. He was down again.
All right.
Looks like it was from that injury from the first half.
Oh, yeah. UNAM FC playing it back once dangerously there to the goalkeeper. Not so sure if he still has that confidence after conceding that easy goal for African Stars. Now, African Stars moving forward, giving it easily away again. Charles Ambira, look at that. Achika, man.
Shine and piano.
Yeah, that's Ambira. Now, playing it forward. Vedemba. Kauvi trying to steal that one, but unfortunately it went out. And he is tasked to take care of Tabang Malani.
Not an easy task, but he's doing a good job so far. His players down. Looking for, there's a player down again. It looks like it's Karuka again. Yeah, it doesn't look like he'll be able to continue.
Yeah, there he is. Karuka. Would be perhaps time here for African Stars to make a change. And he is off. I don't think Ngaruka is going to take any more part in this match. Substitutions, or rather a substitution will happen now. Who is that long man coming in there? Number 13. Trying to figure out as to, but we will definitely confirm that Substitution there. Is that Katorua Mbwende? Mbwende that came in at number 13. Look at that, as the referee says. Look at that, the young man there doesn't seem to have confidence in it with those high balls. Not so sure if that's the case, but with that one could really sense something. But well, there it is, the score confirmation. UNAM FC 1, African Stars 1, with Nashihwa equalizing there for African Stars. That was in the first half of this match. Watching eagerly.
Patiently waiting for something. They know that something might happen soon. No one wants to take their eye off the game.
Play the ball only the ball.
Good interplay there between those players, Tabang Malani and the number 3 there, Benda Mugudi. There he is, Simanua Guamasir. Now, number 25.
Good free call.
What's hitting? Look at that. Good one there, but unfortunately couldn't reach anyone. Or is it out? Well, I should say another formidable player in Mpokwana Motsening has been very quiet. The number 25 of African Stars has been quiet, really. Only now, look at that.
Good pass.
Good pass, really. And only if they can have more of those, I mean, African Stars, Tabang Malani, or rather Malani. Look at that corner, I mean, not corner, but that cross again, Hafeni, really. I think for African Stars, their wingers should start really bringing in those crosses.
Yes, exactly.
That is where they can perhaps get something out of this match. Other than that, from the middle field, it seems to be a bit difficult. But every time that there is a cross that is coming in, really, you sense that something can really happen for African Stars.
Yes, yes, yes. It's a very tight, compact midfield of UNAM FC. It's very difficult to play even intricate passes around them because they are very energetic, filled with a lot of energy in the middle, so it's very difficult for them to even just go straight down the middle. So you're right about the crosses from their side because they have two very, very good fullbacks that can actually, or wingers that can deliver in the box.
Yeah, I mean, yes, sorry, Hafeni.
Yes.
Just to confirm there, the substitutions. Katorua Mbwende coming in and Veta Pingaruka coming out.
Yes, yes, yes. We could see that he was not really himself ever since that incident in the first half. And it's a forced change for African Stars.
A forced change for African Stars. Is it going to work for them? Fair play there from UNAM FC and the referee in Pietra Samutenya. Now, a long one there. Couldn't go anywhere. Could be another opportunity here for UNAM FC.
Good tackle.
Look at that shot again there by number 14. Very good one, Denzel Narip. Has been quiet as well, Denzel Narip for UNAM FC.
Yeah, that first chance, that chance in the first half, couldn't take it.
Ovi missing that one. There is this young player in Mubango. Has been doing really good for the defense of UNAM, Mubango. As you can clearly see him always being in the thick of things there. And then coming up here is the young man in Paulus Gideon. Opting it back there to Owen Garisep.
Carlos Gideon on the ball here.
Yes.
Trying to terrorize that right side again.
Yeah. And Mutenya went quiet this time around. Tabang Malani with that cross. And I have told you, every time that those crosses are coming in, African Stars seems to be very dangerous. When those crosses just come in, you see them, you know, almost like they would score. But unfortunately, it is not coming that frequently as they would want.
Bangura had to take that shot first time instead of trying to control it into the box.
Ekanjo Simon Yambo. I bet you, let's look at when there is a cross coming in from African Stars. Telling you, you would agree with me that they are more dangerous from those, you know, crosses.
Crossing is an art that is kind of dying away from the game right now. But
yeah.
As you can see, that it's a very, 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 very powerful weapon if you can use it properly.
You can use it properly. Now the defensive header there. Mutenya has been quiet. There is Mubango, the man at the back. Oh, look at that pass. Nearly went through there, but the young man in Hedemba was there. Tabang again being lifted up there to say, man, let's play. Let's play. Now, one-on-one here. Managed to play it. Look at those spaces there that the UNAM FC players are having. Dispossessed and ASAP. What could he or can do here? Look at that, Tabang Malani. Oh, another shot! Oh! Oh! Now you see. Just like I said before, he can be dangerous, that Tabang Malani. Can be dangerous at times, the young man from Lesotho. Only if they can perhaps make use of him more frequently. You sense that they can get something out of him here.
It was a mistake there by the UNAM players, and they were dispossessed there by Gordon Asep, who in the end kind of made the wrong decision because Bangura was through on goal but looked for Tabang, and Tabang sold the defender and took a shot from outside of the box. Fortunately enough for UNAM, there was a defender to block it.
Yes. Charles Ambira coming more forward here. Perhaps tired of being there at the back, you know, but then it is the second time, or rather the third time, that I have seen him, you know, coming through to the midfield. Look at that dummy there. Oh, show me your number. And the young man there in Ekanjo Yambo blocking that one. And Ekanjo Simon Yambo.
They do not want to concede a goal again, and I can guarantee you now this backline of UNAM take pride in defending. That's why they will put their body on the line. Reminds me of a team in England called Burnley. When Sean Dykes was there, they just wanted to defend.
Oh yeah.
In this case, UNAM wants to attack as well, but they Burnley just wanted to defend the entire game.
And I can confirm now that it is. Oh, another opportunity here for UNAM. Look at that. Another opportunity here. What does the referee say? Was that a good tackle?
Offside.
Offside, rather. Look at that. Tabang Malani. Whipped it in and aimlessly doing so. Not finding any of his teammates there up front. Another foul here. Things are really becoming interesting now as the young man in Mubango goes down. Marcel Papama. The former players of African Stars as well, isn't it?
And UNAM as well.
And UNAM as well, wow. He has traveled that much and currently playing in Botswana. Playing straight in Botswana, look at that. Things are becoming interesting now. ASAP coming forward here, look at that. African Stars really offside now. Offside. Things are really becoming interesting now between these two teams as we are left with about 35 minutes. Score confirmation there, UNAM FC 1, African Stars 1. Yambo, the goal scorer of UNAM FC, and Najirwa coming to equalize there for African Stars. That was in the first half. So far in the second half, no goals. Now, given away, and African Stars coming forward. Motwening struggling there, and another attack here from UNAM FC. Trying to run off two players here. Charles is there and pulled back. The referee says yes. It is a foul there for Charles Ambira.
He's having a good game today.
He's having a very good game today. Look at that. This young man here running away from Motwening. Motwening trying all that he can, and finally Hambira coming in to really stop that running. Or that run, rather.
What a turn by Tabang.
Tabang. Ha. Mwana Tamika.
So,
Unfortunate. Oh, that was rather a reckless tackle there by Mubango. Perhaps trying to prove a point, hence the ball was already out. And now we have number 17 coming in here, that is Hekupembe Tyrese. We will confirm that substitution in a moment. Tyrese Hekupembe coming in here. I think that should be Denzel Narib, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I have to wait and see the substitution confirmation.
I wonder if this is a tactical informational change here.
The young man in Tyrese Devante Wangua Hekupembe coming in. Yambo there from the back, and African Stars seems to have the upper hand now in the last 3 minutes or so.
Exactly.
They have seen much of the ball and rather troubling the defense of UNAM FC. The young man there in Yambo playing it back, not the goal scorer. Now, get that turn there by the young number 3 there for African Stars. Motwening, Videmba, Nashirwa, Videmba. Nice, beautiful turn there. And now, Azep. Forward there. Look at that. Could be another one here for African Stars. Ho ho! I think they have started playing now. Score confirmation. Not score confirmation, but rather substitutions there. Moments ago, and
It's getting too tight here.
Yeah, it's getting tight really. ASAP here with the corner. The corner kick. Oh, not so sure is if that was according to plan. But yes, it is out. But Yonashiro couldn't control that one. That is the young man in Ekanjo Yambo.
Not really the best corner from ASAP.
Yeah. Now.
Another interception by Charles Ambira.
Yeah. And nice turning there, and African Stars now on the attack. Motswening taking that corner. ASAP, look at that one. What a control.
From the chest.
Yes. And I think slowly but surely African Stars starting to trouble here the defense of UNAM FC. However, UNAM now on the attack. Charles Ambira taking care of that one. He really had a good game, Charles Ambira, really showing experience here.
He's putting on a clinic here. A masterclass in defending.
Yes.
I hope people are taking notes.
Look at that free kick, beautiful one. Unfortunately, offside there. To Ripamwe. Scored offside.
So the crowd has increased, eh?
It has increased. It has really increased. Now, African Stars there from behind. Motswening and Charles Motswening. ASAP. ASAP again. ASAP again. Motswening forward.
Coming from an offside position.
I mean, to Ripamwe. Not so sure as to where he wanted to hit that one.
Yes.
There he is, the lanky striker, to Ripamwe. Rather to Ripamwe. Very long one there. Not so sure if that is somehow losing focus.
Best believe Robert Nauseb was not happy about that.
Charles so far has done brilliantly, coming in with experience here. But then yes.
Interception by Bwende there. Funny enough, since Bwende has come on, they even looked even more stable.
Yeah.
At the back. It speaks to the depth of African Stars, the quality they have.
Eliakim. ASAP. Eliakim. ASAP. Couldn't come to that one. Baggio. Yeah. I mean, African Stars, to be honest, has improved a lot in this second half, as they are the one mostly attacking. There they are again. African Stars playing it a bit faster this time. What's winning? Eliakim, ASAP, intercepted. And UNAM FC there. That is the young man in Paula's Gideon going down.
Substitution for African Stars.
Substitution, yes. And
looks like Trent is coming on. Jalen Trent.
Jaden. Look at that action replay.
Look at this. It's a foul there. Very smart play by Paulus Gideon to draw in the foul there. Here comes Jalen Trent on for Godwin ASAP. What a turn by Paulus.
Okay, that what as the referee says. It is enough. A free kick here to the number 13. That is Mbwende.
Here's a replay of that incident off the ball. Okay, there's a good tackle there by Nashikwa.
Yeah.
But after that, there was a foul committed in the mix there.
Now, in possession here is UNAM FC. Trying to play it forward there, but losing it easily. And now African Stars here trying to attack. So you can see that the goal scorer in Lester Yambo, the number 10. Not so sure if he still has the legs to carry his team.
Looks like UNAM are preparing 2 changes again. Bringing some fresh legs.
Bringing in fresh legs. Romario Namip seems to be coming in here for UNAM FC. We will just confirm those substitutions. Now, long one there for Mubango. Well timed there. Young man in number 17 still having those legs, running like a freshman. That is Tyrese Higupembe, number 17 here for UNAM FC.
Haven't really seen him ever since he came on.
Yeah, that was almost the first round that I have seen him run.
Yes.
Look at that ball. I mean,
Celia Kim Jackson.
timing, yes. Now, Mutenya losing it out there. UNAM FC playing it forward. Goalkeeper coming out this time around, not having any problems with that one. Playing it forward. UNAM FC now on the attack. How dangerous was that? What does the referee says? Paulo Zamutenya, and could be another opportunity here for UNAM FC. Wasted and picked up again here. Higupembe. Tyrese now.
It's the first time Charles Ambira lost that battle there.
Another short one, a long one here. Was not impressive at all.
See, both teams are getting tired now.
Really getting tired, and you can see that. Coming forward there is Mubango. And Ratanda Mbaduvara getting to that one. Opting to rather play a short one. Look at that run there. Will Tabang Malane bringing that cross, rather laying it off. Poor play from the 2 players there, really.
Yes, not really that good.
Could have done much better. And substitutions here for UNAM FC. Is it a double substitution? Yes, it seems. From where I'm seated, seeing some activities happening here at, rather on the bench. Yes, there they are. Just to confirm, we will confirm them in a moment.
So it's Giovanni
That is Giovanni Nausep and Ronaldo Kauvi coming off. And 2 players there coming in is Ferdinand Mutenya and Eduardo Namip coming in.
Very, very talented player Ferdinand Mutenya is. Very composed in the ball and very, very good in the transitional play for UNAM. Hopefully he can provide that spark that they need. And Eduardo, very, very skillful, very clever on the ball as well. And very, very good changes from Robert Nelson. Hopefully they can repay him.
And there they are. This time around, Namib Eduardo trying to run for that ball. There he is, the substitute. Fresh legs indeed. Is he going to bring the necessary changes here? And there is a player down as we are waiting for that player perhaps to recover. And that is Paulus Amutenya, the veteran of UNAM FC, as he is also the captain, isn't it?
Yes. It's crazy how young this team is. Paulus, who's probably even like 24, 25, he's called a veteran.
I mean, he has played for not so sure how many seasons, but he has been there since I don't know when for UNAM FC.
The days of Coach Ronnie, eh?
Yeah. So for a player, even if you're 19 and you're the longest
serving player there, yes. Veteran, yes.
You deserve that status.
Yes, in his own right, in his own right.
Now, African Stars with a long one. That header there could be troublesome. It was close as the goalkeeper there, Owen Garizep, being very unhappy with his defense.
It's the main man himself again, Charles
Ambira. Imagine. The young man had a good game, isn't it?
Yes, I don't know how you struggle to defend these free kicks if you know it's going to one person only. And here it is, fantastic header, great direction.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very unlucky that it's not on target.
And now, UNAM FC. Yambo. Losing it down there, and foul there for UNAM FC in the half of African Stars.
There's a lot lying on the line for this game. They know that, both teams know that 3 points is very, very crucial, especially if you have a team like Mighty Gunners firing on all cylinders here. And you do not want to fall behind, especially while the break is coming.
Yeah, you would want to be in a better position for the Christmas holidays. Look at that! Perhaps Yambo failing to control that one. But surprisingly that he was left alone there, nobody marking him.
Exactly.
I can just imagine, had he controlled that ball so well, could have been another talking point for the African Stars technical team. And the earlier game of the day, we had Mighty Gunners playing against Young African. And Young African, all the way from Khobaba's cattle country, Omaheke, winning that match by 2-0. Young African, Yangile, going away with the 3 points.
This makes this game even more interesting because the winner now can take advantage of that slip. Yeah. From Mighty Gunners.
And I can tell you that, remember that Mighty Gunners is on 21 points. And African Stars, even if they draw today here, they will go on top of the league table. Hambira to Malani. Malani to Jaden. Look at that! Oh! How did that? How was it defended? And imagine a foul rather given to UNAM FC. Not so sure as to what happened there.
It was a great
But it
play.
was a great run, isn't it?
Great play all over by African Stars. Great cutback. Here's Trent on the ball. He literally picked out Baggio, who scored the first goal. And what a tackle. Fantastic tackle.
Fantastic tackle. Brilliant. It's a substitution that was made, and we have seen number 13 coming in there. We'll just confirm. That is Gazep, Reinhard Gazep. Look at that, another opportunity here for UNAM FC, trying to take a shot, and a brilliant tackle. Another one there. Who's that?
Charles Ambera.
Making those tackles. Is that Charles Ambira? Making 2 tackles consecutively. Wow.
Let's see if we can confirm that on the replay, but it looked like him.
And in the process, getting injured. Charles Ambira had a really good game. And we have the young man there in Shiveta, the number 20. So now game have stopped for a while now for the player to get medical attention in Charles Ambira. Not so sure as to where exactly. Is it a knee? Look at that. Making that
Charles
tackle.
Ambira.
Making that tackle. Getting up again.
Oh.
How bad that was that?
Look in the replay, it looked like it could have been a penalty, eh?
Wow.
Yeah. Need to cry for VAR there. But very good challenge by Wende and Charles Ambira at the same time. They're proving to be a good partnership.
Yes, and we have less than 2 minutes here left before not extra time, but then added time, or you would call it injury time, another optional time even. And there they are. Spectators.
No one wants to leave early.
No one wants to leave early, they know. Yes, and look at that, good play from Tabang Malani. Malani now pushing forward here and rather playing it back there to the defense of African Stars. From the middle here is Charles Ambira. Look at him making those turns, really.
No way.
And giving it away there to Tabang Malani. Malani to Jaden on the right-hand side. And intercepted there. UNAM FC now on the attack. It is really difficult for both teams to break away from the middle of the field. Now, again, Jaden always coming from that right side. Look at that cross! Could be another one! Oh my goodness! How did he not have a touch of that on that one? I mean, it was just a matter of touching that one for this African Stars player. My word! And that is
it's Bangura, isn't it?
Bangura.
And it's Jalen there with a fantastic delivery on the money.
Oh.
On the money.
Nobody next to him. It was just a matter of touching that one, really. African Stars would look at, back at that one and say, no, man.
That was his last action of the game.
And now he is replaced. He is replaced for now.
He could have been a cult hero here for African Stars, knowing that that goal not only would send them on top, but send them 3 goals. 3 points ahead
Yes.
of Mighty Gunners.
Tulipamwe, Gerson, Bongora, missing that one. It was a clear-cut chance. I mean, had I been there really, I would have done something better.
Yeah, I can't say the same for myself.
All right. And now, UNAM FC from their half here. Going forward here. And really played well there is the young number 26, that is Najirwa. However, UNAM still in possession. Look at that, playing it back. And now looking for Hikupembe, running very strongly there. Could be a cross here. No, a dummy rather.
Something has to happen
and
now.
And now the goal scorer there, Yambo! Trying to unleash that shot there, but tackle just came in, and I think he is injured.
It's a heavy challenge there.
He got up and rather limping. And now goalkeeper Owen Garizep playing it forward. More training with a header from the back from African Stars. Charles Ambira again there with that header. It is in the air, trying to control that ball there. Another foul there for... No, it's not a foul, rather play on.
Oh, I thought the referee blew the whistle there.
I thought so either. Just headers flying around here. Oh! Look at that header there from Mbwende Katorua.
Taking no prisoners here.
I'm telling you. And I thought for a second that he is injured because he was, I mean, he went very high, isn't it?
You can see.
Look at that.
All eyes on the ball, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's the bigger man, and every time you jump against a smaller man in the air, it's not going to look pretty.
And now, UNAM FC from their half. Paulus Aludilu coming in for Turipamwe earlier, just to confirm the substitution there. Now, in the middle of the pitch here, trying to play it forward here for Tabang Malani. Could be something here. What does the referee say? Says no, it's clear.
It's interesting.
Tackle. And Malani seems to be very dangerous every time that he comes into that position. Just outside the box of the UNAM team. And I think it's actually Paulus Alidulu. But now, there they are again. Look at Tabang playing it back there to the young number 3, that is Mugudi.
Oh, well done.
Is that Iyamba, the goal scorer? Oh, look at that dummy again. Oh. I'm telling you, we are having a good game here, a good match here. And now, that is Eliakim. Eliakim tackled. The referee has none of it.
30 seconds to go.
And remember, we are, I mean, there is only 4 minutes of added time, of which 3 minutes is played here.
Yes.
Wow. Now, African Stars coming forward again here, but fortunately for the defense of UNAM FC here. And it is a goal kick.
Game down.
And as you can see there, you know, and some of the supporters here rather is the game is actually done here.
Yeah.
All right, let's rather, I mean, take us through that, and your thoughts of the second half and the game, and take us through the highlights as well.
I guess the teams figured each other out and they understood what was required for them to find each other, how both teams were playing, and I was very, very impressed with how both teams came out tactically. They cancelled each other out, and it was a very, very good game. At the end of the day, we wanted to see good football, and we saw good football from both teams. So I'm happy to see that we got a good positive result from both sides, and tomorrow we'll definitely have a good showing again. As you can see here, the highlights. Tabang Malani taking that cross and finding Charles Ambira at the end of the day, who didn't really take that shot. Here's the other Paulus running down the line, and not really clear-cut chances in the second half. Most of the chances falling to Bangura. And here's one from Tabang Malani, who really sold the defender there and took a shot. But as you can see, the strong defense of UNAM FC here. Good interception by ASAP to find Tabang Malani, who really had a chance to now also win it earlier in the second half. But the chances were far and few between. Here's Charles Ambira with a fantastic challenge here. Yes, ASAP again, who had a chance to cut it back 45, but honestly didn't take the opportunity. There's the header from Charles Ambira, which was very much unfortunate to not be on target. Fantastic header, very experienced header. He was very good today. Defensive clinic all over. Here, Jalen Trent, who almost put it on the plate for Nashihwa to score a second. Very good cutback by Jalen Trent, but Paulus Gideon was very much aware of that opportunity. Yes, Trent, and that big chance by Bangura again. Didn't take it, unfortunately. And he will really be not sleeping well after that chance. Here are the challenges from the African Stars defense, making sure they don't concede any goal further. Here's a replay of that opportunity, and it was a very good challenge by Nashihwa himself, Bajo Nashihwa. Here's dribbling skills by Tabang Malani, who thought he was really not done justice there with that foul that was not given by the referee. An opportunity for them, and yeah, it was a very good game. Yes, now we have Traore on the pitch, who will be here with the coaches interviews.
Yes, it has been the story of the day, as we have witnessed a draw here that is between UNAM FC and African Stars. As you have seen, UNAM FC pressing very high in the first half, getting that first goal, and then eventually African Stars coming back with Nashihwa, with that equalizer. And at the end of the day, it was a draw for these two teams, picking up 1 point each. And with me now, I have the coach from African Stars, that is Mr. Agnes. Can you just share your thoughts about this match here? Your thoughts?
Yeah, first I would like to thank the Lord so much for the game that we had. And the thing is, our aim, we came here so that we can collect maximum points. I think the boys did what they can do. We created more than 4 clear chances that we could have buried in, that we couldn't put them down. We expected this. UNAM is a good team, well organized. Tactically, I think they understand what they do. But we were ready for it because we breached the lines and we created those chances which we could have scored, but unfortunately, we couldn't put them down.
Talking of the last chance here of Turipamwe missing that one, your thoughts on that one? He could have buried that one.
Yeah, I think he missed another one exactly like that one on the line. So, this is football. There's nothing that we can do. He missed, and then we just have to go back and then put our heads together back, and then we plan for tomorrow's game.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
And that was the coach of African Stars, Mr. Agnes there sharing his thoughts of the just ended match. Remember, it is UNAM FC 1, African Stars 1. With me now, I have the coach, Robert. Can you just come closer, sir? Coach, Edro at the end conceding the fourth goal of the season. Your thoughts on this match?
No, obviously, first we took control of the game, and the boys played according to the game plan, and we scored a goal from something that we work on training field. And the game continues, and look, we had chances, we create chances, but we didn't put in the back of the net. And we just silly mistakes from the boys at the back, loss of little bit of concentration. We conceded a goal. Let's make it 1-1. But I'm very happy with my boys' performance. You know, these boys have worked very hard, and I'm happy with the point. We'll take a point and then we'll move on.
But what do you make of this situation whereby you have not lost any match in this, this season, and not topping the league? Your thoughts on that?
No, look, we are not losing games, but we are not also winning games. And the draws, we have now registered our 8th draw, if I'm not mistaken. Those are the points that we have been dropping. So it's a worrying factor for us. But at least the point against the league champions, I will welcome it. Yeah, but we'll work on it because we know what we have set ourselves. We have set ourselves a target where we want to end in the top 3 of the first round. So we are in the range of our target.
All right, thank you very much, coach.
Thank you.
That was the coach, Mr. Robert Nosep, just giving us his thoughts on the just ended match here. It was UNAM, taking the lead at first, and then African Stars coming to equalize with that important goal from Nashihwa. At the end of the day, that was the story of the day. UNAM FC 1, African Stars 1. Both teams taking a point. Remember that we still have some matches that will be coming up tomorrow. We have UNAM FC against Commerce Nampol. That's one of the games that we will be broadcasting tomorrow. So please do join us tomorrow again. From me, Donald Bohosing Chwaro. Till next time, goodbye.
Yes, as you can see, it was a very, very good competitive game between the two teams, UNAM versus African Stars. You could say it was a top of the table clash, and as you can see, that both teams really wanted it. Unfortunately, it was 1 point for each team, and UNAM come back tomorrow here to play against Commerce Nampol.